to learn not to follow. You want to be a leader. You see the truth, embrace the truth. And so, no, I did relax my hair. Oh, my hair fell out and, you know, went through damage and falling out. And then when I was natural in 1993, I used to see sisters on the train who were natural. I'm like, wow. You know, they just had this air about them. It was just regal. And I was just looking at them and I'm like, wow. So I was like, and I just started analyzing. I'm like, why am I trying to be like someone other than myself? I don't like that. So I went natural in 1993 and never looked back.
I have a quick question for you. I'm not sure if this is a venue or not, but I wouldn't say that it's unnatural if your hair is permed. My hair has been permed since I was 6. It's never fallen out. I've never had a hair issue. But to say that it's unnatural and as if it's not to be done, to me kind of implies as if they shouldn't do it. It's an option. So if they want to go natural, that's okay. And if they don't want to, they want to have it perm for whatever the reason, the parent wants the perm or the child wants it, I think that's okay too.
You do?
I do.
Well,
I mean, I can perm my daughter's hair. It's natural. But
and she's got.
Well, I'm her parent. But I don't want it permed. That's my personal.
Relax is my personal. Well, I'm like cosmetologist, so I have to have the perm. So like, all that money went to school, $10,000.
But mine has been permed since I was 6. I've never had an issue with it.
Yeah.
But I've kept it and I've liked it.
It's okay.
And I wouldn't want to change it.
Okay.
So my question is to kind of say that, to tell them it's unnatural.
It is
as if they shouldn't do it.
Means?
But even if it is, again, I think they tell them they have an option.
No. The options in life are going to be there, but choose the right healthy options, not just hair, eating right. Drinking lots of water.
That's right.
So that's basically what I'm saying, healthiness. Leave that relax in your hair. So that in itself tells you it's not healthy. Am I correct? I mean,
we all use something in one form or the other.
Yeah, I used to be a smoker and I stopped. Don't ever smoke. I'm a cold turkey. So it's true. We do create and pick up things in life. But when you realize it's not right for your health, you're supposed to make right choices. That's basically what I'm enlightening them on. So yes, the option is there. But analyze them both.
But not only that, you know, I feel like you, I get very offended when I see particularly young little girls with their hair permed. And on top of that, what happens is it's not treated properly. It's not, you know, they just let it go as if, you know, the roots of their hair are not as strong as a typical adult. And so when you do that to a child's hair, you're breaking the structure of it down. You know, my daughter, for example, her hair was never been permed, but her hair's been cut. And so she realizes the difference between that hair being present, that heat being applied to it, and what it did to the actual natural structure of her hair. You know, and all because, you know, oh, my friends got their hair down here, you know, can I have my hair in my face?
And that's actually, I thought that you were going to say something about that, because that's why I was asking you, because this is, my daughters are the same age as these girls here. Those are two of her classmates.
Okay.
And, you know, I've had a myriad of hairstyles. I've had, you know, perms, I've had, you know, coil twists, all of that.
Right.
And, you know, like, I definitely think it's important to talk about the options, you know, but I think probably why this is so germane for these girls right now is because they're going through a time, like, all the images in the media that they get are, you know, long, wavy, flowing. And it's very rare that they, you know, get to have a conversation about why natural hair is great. And, like, I know for my daughters, all of my daughters have a beautiful head of hair. And my eldest, she's in the 5th grade, and now she's starting to become self-conscious about her hair when she used to just always feel like her hair was beautiful, as it was. So it's You know, it's like a fine line. It's like obviously, you know, children are always going to have options, but as young girls and, you know, the images in the media that they get in terms of what is beautiful, you know, you really need to be able to have, you know, you have to give them some diversity in terms of what they're hearing as regards to their hair, because, you know, their self-image right now is so important.
And it's not just it's not just the media, though. I think hair is political also. I mean, you can't be unrealistic. Eventually they'll grow, and you're right. It's who you are that personifies that hairstyle.
Right.
So when they become doctors and lawyers, you know what I mean? You know, it takes on its own. I mean, they're eventually going to be interviewed by someone who may or may not appreciate, right. that hairstyle that they're displaying at the time.
But they're going to learn that it doesn't matter.
They're
For others to validate you.
Right.
I'm sorry, really.
I don't mean sis, I'm sorry. I'm just saying because I want the young princesses to know we don't live to get other people's opinions on that. You do what you want to do individually. Whatever you want, as long as you're not hurting someone, as long as you're not hurting yourself, it's okay. Try things, explore. The world is so much out there in the world. Don't, because that's what's wrong with too many people. They listen. What do you think that person's going to think? Who cares? Who cares? So when you start doing that, you lose the focus of what God wants you to do for Him. That's what happens when you misuse what we call misuse the energy. So just be concerned about what makes you happy. Like I work tough. It's not work. I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong word. People come to my house. It's a private home. Sarai has been to. I've done Sarai's hair, and it's one-on-one. I have incense. I have candles. I do like my whole environment is all about. It's one-on-one because I want to do what I call the pep talk. Because my job is also not just to do hair, but to help others follow and fulfill what God's tasked them here to do. And a lot of people don't live that out. But, you know, I feel He used me as a vessel, and I love that. So I'm like, what do you want to do? What makes your heart flutter? You know, what's your passion in life? Always follow your passion. I know one young sister said, one young girl said, how much? And we have to be careful about focusing so much on money. Now, it's okay because we need to have it to live, you know, with it. But when you follow your passion first and do what makes you happy, then you can become wealthy. Don't do wealth and go into something that, I'm going to go and become this because it makes that much money. You're going to be miserable. There's a lot of rich, wealthy people that are miserable because they're not doing what they love to do. So that's why love is important, passion, and whatever you embark on, and then go become wealthy. I'm in the entertainment industry. It's nice.
Okay, I'm sorry, ladies.
You know, but I love it first.
In the interest of time, and the library is closing at 5. Ms. Nedjetti, did you have anything else that you wanted to?
One more thing, ladies. I bought you all a gift bag with little. So it's a little gift bag, and this is a pad. And I want you to open it because I want to find your name. I did write something in it already. And I got you a pen with this, so you can write your dreams. And put them down because you know you got to write them out first before you take it. And then I bought a little tissue for because you know young ladies that have some tissues. Like it? Okay, and little body soap. So you know you want to smell good, you wash your hands, your body, you put it on your body, and then it's also like a cute little lip balm. Okay? So this is for you all.
Okay.
For me.
Oh,
Thank you.